Solitude and Leadership is a speech delivered by William Deresiewicz in October 2009 to the freshman class of the United States Military Academy at West Point. As an author, essayist, and former English professor at Yale University, Deresiewicz addresses the seeming paradox in his speech title, acknowledging the interplay between leadership, which necessitates the presence of others, and solitude, which suggests their absence. Despite the rigorous leadership training regimen of the cadets, which affords them few opportunities for solitude, Deresiewicz argues that genuine leadership requires moments of isolation. He challenges conventional notions of leadership prevalent in military academies and Ivy League institutions, drawing on his experiences at Yale to refute the idea that academic success correlates with leadership prowess. According to Deresiewicz, excelling in academic tests merely produces individuals adept at navigating predefined challenges, but does not inherently make them effective leaders. He contends that such achievements can lead to becoming world-class hoop jumpers and excellent sheep rather than genuine leaders. Deresiewicz introduces the concept of bureaucracy, emphasizing its relevance to the cadets' future careers in the U.S. Army. Using Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness as a reference, he illustrates how bureaucratic organizations tend to reward conformity and routine rather than innovation and individuality. Deresiewicz argues that the typical path to advancement involves conforming to expectations, essentially jumping through hoops, which may result in individuals attaining leadership positions without possessing true leadership skills. Deresiewicz highlights a critical issue stemming from the prevalent pattern, a shortage of authentic leaders who question and challenge established norms instead of merely preserving them. He identifies this challenge as exacerbated by overly specialized fields of expertise and asserts the necessity for visionary thinkers in the nation. To counter potential criticism regarding the regimented nature of service academies hindering independent thinking, Deresiewicz argues that U.S. military officers have always been expected to engage in critical thought. General David Petraeus, exemplifying Deresiewicz's notion of a true thinker and intellectual, is presented as someone capable of independent thought and possessing the moral courage to express unpopular ideas to superiors. Deresiewicz recounts Petraeus's experience of facing penalties initially for critiquing war strategies in Iraq, only to be later vindicated and rewarded. This narrative forms the basis of Deresiewicz's definition of leadership, the ability to form independent beliefs and the courage to act upon them. Before delving into the development of independent thinking, Deresiewicz explores the obstacles that impede it. He references a 2009 Stanford study revealing that multitasking hampers the evaluation, categorization, and retrieval of information. Drawing a sharp contrast between multitasking and thinking, he emphasizes that the latter necessitates sustained attention and sufficient time for the formulation of independent ideas, a process incompatible with brief interruptions like electronic messaging and social media posts. Deresiewicz proceeds to elucidate the process of fostering original thoughts, detailing his approach of dismissing conventional wisdom and allowing his mind to forge new associations. Acknowledging the inevitability of identifying mistakes in initial ideas, he underscores the importance of committing to seeing the process through, requiring discipline, time, and patience. In drawing parallels, he contends that some of the most accomplished writers, such as James Joyce and T.S. Eliot, were also among the slowest writers. Deresiewicz places a strong emphasis on concentration, defining it as the act of gathering yourself together in a single point, in stark contrast to the dispersion caused by a cloud of electronic and social input. Deresiewicz specifically mentions Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, but he includes TV, radio, and newspapers as potential distractions that individuals may use to evade grappling with life's challenging questions. He asserts that confronting life's difficult inquiries requires solitude. Drawing on Heart of Darkness once again, he likens a supporting character, the assistant, to the internet, describing it as the ever-present social buzz, chattering away at you 24/7. Deresiewicz contends that meaningful solitude, as exemplified by Marlowe in the novel, involves escaping this constant noise and immersing oneself in focused tasks, such as Marlowe's solitary steamboat repairs. Deresiewicz argues that inundating oneself with electronic media constitutes marinating yourself in the conventional wisdom and being immersed in a stream of other people's thoughts. In contrast, he suggests that a person's internal voice is discovered through focused work and advocates for three forms of solitude: introspection, focused work, and reading books. He underscores the value of books, which are crafted more thoughtfully and slowly by individuals in their own moments of solitude. Older books, in particular, offer either conventional wisdom from a bygone era or revolutionary thinking that has withstood the test of time, challenging ingrained thought patterns and fostering the formation of new ideas. In a somewhat counterintuitive claim, Deresiewicz introduces friendship as a fourth form of solitude, specifically highlighting intimate conversation. Trusted friends provide a secure space to explore questions, doubts, or emotions that might otherwise be deemed taboo. Thinking aloud within such friendships can lead to the discovery of one's beliefs, requiring patience and time. This type of communication stands in stark contrast to the superficial exchanges on social media, with Deresiewicz emphasizing that cursory interactions online do not constitute genuine friendships, but rather serve as distractions. Acknowledging the limited solitude available to cadets at West Point, Deresiewicz argues that they require it precisely because they are training to become military officers. He prompts the cadets to contemplate their responses in challenging scenarios, such as challenging a superior or addressing a deceased soldier's family, emphasizing the importance of self-awareness in such situations. Despite the initial tension presented between leadership and solitude, Deresiewicz concludes by asserting that solitude is indispensable to leadership, as leaders, even with input from others, must ultimately make tough decisions alone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.